Hey there, hello weather community. We are tracking severe weather that is going through Ohio right now. We are looking at a severe thunderstorm warning in western Delaware County here in central Ohio and Union County in central Ohio until 8 o'clock. So we still got quite a bit of time left on that warning. Biggest hazard is going to be gusty winds, so about 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts are expected. And it looks like we have portions of Dublin, Delaware, Marysville, Powell, Plain City. You are all included in this severe thunderstorm warning. No rotation is indicated yet on this radar, but there have been a lot of tornadoes that have been popping up, or at least rotation in radar from these storms as they have moved through Indiana, made their way into Ohio. My friends down in Dayton, we still have some severe thunderstorm warnings for about another 30 minutes, 35 minutes in your area. So we've got Champaign, Warren, Greene, Clark, Eastern, Montgomery, Miami counties. You are still under a severe thunderstorm warning. And we've got Dayton, Springfield, Kettering, Beaver Creek, Huber Heights, Yellow Springs, Cedarville. You are all in the path of these storms for about another 35 minutes. Looks like we have a 69-mile-per-hour wind gust that was reported at the Dayton airport. Biggest impacts here so far are the winds, which have been creating quite a bit of damage in the path of these storms over the last several hours. My friends in Columbus, Central Ohio, it's coming our way. So again, if you are in Delaware County, you are under a severe thunderstorm warning. If you are in western Delaware County, as well as Union County, so my friends in Marysville, this includes you, Dublin, Delaware, Powell, Plain City. We are looking at a severe thunderstorm warning that is going till 8 o'clock this evening, so you still have 35 minutes. Biggest threat for this is going to be wind. No tornado warnings currently, with the exception of up here. We do have radar indicated rotation. That is up north in Seneca and Wyandotte and Hannock counties. So again, that is radar indicated. There is no confirmed tornado on the ground. But again, these storms have been prompting quite a bit of rotation that happens pretty quickly in these storms. Again, central Ohio, I would imagine we'll be through most of these storms, I would say within the next hour and a half probably. Thanks, Ben Richards, for the call out. You're welcome. Here to keep you safe. All right, we still have that severe thunderstorm warning as well till 8 o'clock in southwest Ohio. Again, Dayton area, Kettering, Beaver Creek. We're looking at 70-mile-per-hour wind gust potential, which is creating quite a bit of damage. So make sure you are staying aware. I think tonight there's a Hozier concert at the Crew Stadium. So y'all are going to want to make sure you take cover if you are there at the concert. Here in Columbus, we're still under a severe thunderstorm watch until 10 o'clock. Looks like we have an updated severe thunderstorm warning that just got issued. Let's see. We are now looking at a severe thunderstorm warning for Champaign County, Western Franklin County. So my Western Franklin County friends, this is new for you. We've got Fayette, Pickaway, South Central Delaware, Greene, Clark, Madison until 8:30. So it's 7:25, so 2 minutes ago. Looks like we have that thunderstorm, looks like near Mechanicsburg, south of Xenia, moving at 35 miles per hour, so not super quick. However, damage still greatest threat is going to be the wind. So again, that has now moved into Franklin County. Again, the National Weather Service in Wilmington here in Ohio has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for my Franklin County friends until 8:30. Let's see. We've got Dublin, Grove City, Worthington, Upper Arlington, London. You are all in the path of these storms. They're moving at 35 miles per hour. There's some radar indication of hail as well. Wind threat's been observed. Haven't got any reports yet of actual hail. So if you are in the path of these storms and you are seeing any of this severe weather, if you're seeing hail, wind damage, cool clouds even, let me know. All right, we're still looking at, still got about an hour left of that severe thunderstorm warning. So we are in it for just a bit here in Franklin County. I know I've got some friends in Cincinnati. Let's take a look what we've got going on down in Cincinnati. All right, friends, in the Cincinnati area, you are still under a severe thunderstorm warning for about 30 more minutes here. You can see we're looking at downtown Cincinnati, Covington, Mason. Shout out to my family in Mason. Lebanon, Springdale, Springboro, Forest Park, Sharonville, Norwood. You are still in the path of this severe weather. It will be clearing out of your area relatively soon. And once we get through this line of thunderstorms, doesn't look like we have too much that is going to remain behind this line that we're seeing right now. We do still have a tornado warning that is up in Seneca, Wyandotte, Hannock counties. That was a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. It was radar indicated rotation, which means we have not confirmed that there was a funnel on the ground. But when it's indicated on the radar, we want to make sure we are being extra cautious. That expires in about 15 minutes. No new tornado warnings have been issued. I'm going to go up to my friends up in Northeast Ohio. We have still, I know Northeast Ohio, you have seen quite a bit of severe weather already this afternoon with tornado warnings up in Summit and Portage counties earlier. But it looks like we still have a severe thunderstorm warning for Portage, Geauga, Cuyahoga, Summit County till 8:15. Again, winds are the biggest issue here. So Solon to Hudson, moving at about 30 miles per hour. So friends, you can see here, Ravenna, Solon, Twinsburg, Streetsboro, Middlefield, Chagrin Falls. I know I got lots of friends up in Northeast Ohio. So just make sure you're staying weather aware. The storms that are about to move through Columbus, I think we'll, again, not 100% sure just yet what they're going to do, but it looks like they're probably going to weaken out before they hit you up in Northeast Ohio. But again, still want to make sure we are being aware. Looks like here we still have a severe thunderstorm warning for Columbiana County in East Central Ohio. That was issued by the National Weather Service in Pittsburgh. We have that till about 8:15, so you're still looking at about 45 minutes with this one. My friends in Dayton, these storms are moving out of your area. We still have a severe thunderstorm warning until 8 o'clock. I think that'll probably end up being done a little bit sooner for my friends in Dayton. All right, friends, so you can see here we've got this line out to our west if you are in central Ohio. Again, we are now under a severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Franklin County, western Franklin County, until 8:30. So we've got quite a bit of time on this one. So again, if we zoom in, we've got some of these storms that are creating some pretty considerable wind threat with gusts up to 70 miles per hour. Haven't seen any hail yet come in, any photos or confirmed hail. So if you have that, by all means, send us a photo, pop it in the comments, let us know where you're located. But if you're out in western Franklin County, so even up into Delaware, so my Marysville friends up in Union County, you got some of the intense storms coming your way. We also, Hilliard, Dublin, Plain City, you were in the path. Hilliard, it is definitely heading our way. Westerville, New Albany, Gahanna, you still got a little bit of time before it makes it your way. Don't forget, friends, if you're watching, don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you are not missing any weather alerts. Right now, we are covering the severe weather that is going through pretty much all of Ohio right now. We have a line up in Michigan. They've had some pretty severe weather today, but we are covering the severe weather in Ohio right now. And you can see we've got radar that is covering all the way down here to, well, into northern Kentucky. So we've got quite a bit of severe weather that is impacting our area. Again, I know I have a lot of friends who follow along in Franklin County. So we are under a severe thunderstorm warning. Again, there is no rotation that has been indicated on radar or any confirmed tornadoes on the ground at this point. Looks like, let's check out here. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued at 7:34. So at 7:33, a severe thunderstorm was located along the line extending from Mechanicsburg, south of Xenia, moving east at 60 miles per hour. So we're catching, it's definitely catching some speed. Biggest impacts, damage, trees, power lines. My Columbus friends, it is on its way. It will be here shortly. Make sure you follow along. Subscribe to the Hello Weather It's Kelly channel on YouTube so you're not missing any of these live reports. Because when severe weather happens, I'm going to have you covered. All right, friends. We still have that severe weather, or the severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 8:15 for Seneca, Marion, Wyandotte, Morrow, and Crawford counties. Again, we're still looking at the biggest threat of wind here in central Ohio. Make sure you pop in the comments, say hello if you're watching. Say hi. Again, Marysville. You are under that severe thunderstorm warning until 8 p.m. Again, I would expect Marysville, you are pretty close to where some of those bright orange colors, which again, if you're new to looking at radar, anytime you see some of these brighter colors, the oranges and the reds especially, that is indicating the strongest of the storms. Back here, a lot of rain. again, once we get through this round of severe weather in Ohio, at least in central Ohio, we should be out of harm's way. Looks like we do have a new tornado warning that was just issued. All right, so Seneca, Wyandotte, Crawford counties. There is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado near Sycamore, 7 miles north of Upper Sandusky. That's radar indicated rotation. So Sycamore, Tiffin, Bloomville, please get into your safe space. So that storm that was producing the tornado warning a little further back looks like it is continuing on. So looks like it expires in about 37 minutes. So make sure you're getting to your safe space. If radar is indicated on, or if rotation's indicated on the radar, it could form that funnel that drops to the ground. So make sure you are staying aware. Again, friends, we are still looking at a severe thunderstorm warning in Franklin County. Again, some things you can expect. It's going to have some strong gusty winds. If you've watched my video on YouTube about what makes a storm severe, it has to have one of three characteristics. It either has to have winds that are at 58 miles per hour or greater, which is really the biggest threat with all these severe thunderstorm warnings we're seeing tonight. It's the strong winds, which don't be fooled in thinking that, oh, okay, if we only have winds, it's fine. We don't have to be worried about it. That can create a lot of damage. So make sure that you are staying safe. So it either has to have 58 mile per hour winds or greater, has to have hail producing at 1 inch in diameter or greater, or, of course, if it is producing a tornado. So those are the three components. One of the three must happen in order for a severe thunderstorm warning to be issued. So as a reminder, if you're new to following weather and maybe you feel like Kelly's saying a lot of weather things that I don't know, that's what this page is for, honestly, is to really be not only reporting when there's weather going on for right now in Ohio, but also when we have moments that we can do education. So the difference between a watch and a warning, or what makes a storm severe, or is heat lightning even real? I get that question a lot. So make sure you follow along. Subscribe to the Hello Weather. It's Kelly YouTube channel, so they're not missing any of that content. You can stay weather aware. All right, friends, again, we have these severe thunderstorms that are going to be making their way here into Columbus soon. Looks like we've got a few more thunderstorms that are popping up here in the north. So up in the Mansfield area. So Mansfield's still under a severe thunderstorm watch. These little kind of pop-up storms aren't prompting any severe weather alerts just yet, but you never know when something might change. Let's take a look up here. I've got lots of family up in Northeast Ohio. So my friends in Northeast Ohio, Portage, Geauga, Cuyahoga, Summit County, you are still looking at a severe thunderstorm warning until about 8:15. Again, biggest impacts are going to be the wind gust. So make sure you are staying indoors. Looks like we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning that just posted for Huron County, East Central Seneca, and Erie County here in Ohio until 8:45. So Sandusky. So if you were in Sandusky, if you were at Cedar Point right now, you might want to pay attention. Bellevue, Plymouth, New London, not to be confused with London, south of Columbus. Remain alert for a possible tornado on this one. the storms that are up in northern Ohio right now, so the storms that we talked about near Tiffin that prompted that tornado warning, they are getting close to you up. So we've got a whole slew of storms up here prompting severe thunderstorm warnings. I mean, we've got one that does not expire till 8:30 up in Monroe County. That one was issued by the National Weather Service in Detroit. Toledo, you are just shy of that storm, so it should be working its way through. Again, we do still have that tornado warning that is in effect for 32 minutes up in northern Ohio. So if I'm in Norwalk, if I'm in Florence, if I'm in Milan, I'm learning a lot of cities in Ohio right now, I'm not going to lie. I've only lived in Ohio for the most part, but learning lots of city names here. I would be prepared. Make sure you're paying attention because the storms are heading your way that are currently prompting a tornado warning. Looks like we do have a new tornado warning for northeastern Columbiana County until 8:15. So you were under a severe thunderstorm warning, and there is a storm that is capable of producing a tornado over Columbiana. So if you are in that area, get to your safe space. There is radar indicated rotation. So if you're in Columbiana, East Palestine, Latonia, Darlington, New Waterford, get to your safe space, please. We still have this severe thunderstorm warning up in Northeast Ohio as well for Portage, Geauga, Cuyahoga, and Summit County. So again, Ravenna, Streetsboro, Macedonia, Chagrin Falls, Windham, Hiram, make sure you are staying weather aware. I know there's already been a round of severe thunderstorms that have moved into the area earlier today, but we have more on the way. I'm gonna move back down into portions of central Ohio here. Marysville, you are probably feeling that thunderstorm moving in right now. My friends in Dublin, Powell, Hilliard, West Jeff, make sure you are staying weather aware. We do have storms that are going to be moving in soon, and we are still seeing up here, friends, some pop-up storms that are developing up near Mansfield and Belleville. And it looks like we do have, let's take a look here. Okay, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning that just got issued. So again, those storms that I was keeping an eye on up in the Mansfield area, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning now. So Richland, Northwestern Ashland, Morrow, Crawford, Knox County until 9 p.m. So at 7:43, it looks like we had some severe thunderstorms that were near Upper Sandusky and Marion, moving at about 55 miles per hour. Again, biggest hazards with this is 70 mile per hour wind gust. So Mansfield, stay weather aware. Ashland, Mount Vernon, Mount Gilead. I know I got friends up in the Mount Gilead area. Lexington, Fredericktown, excuse me. Still continue to remain alert for a possible tornado. Again, friends, I know that right now we only have a few tornado warnings. In fact, one has expired, but we still do have the tornado warning in effect for Seneca, Wyandotte, Crawford counties until 8:15. Just because you don't have a tornado warning right now, it is obvious that these storms are capable of producing possible rotation. So make sure you are paying close attention. My friends in Western Franklin County, we are still under a severe thunderstorm warning until 8:30. So again, with these winds, it's very easy to think to yourself, oh, it's just winds, it's going to be windy. But winds that are 60 mile per hour gust, they can do a lot of damage. So damage to power lines, trees. So Columbus, Dublin, Grove City, My friends here in Worthington, make sure you are getting inside. I'll take a look down here in Cincinnati. Looks like a lot of the most severe storms have moved out of downtown. You are still under a severe thunderstorm warning. But it is moving its way out of your area. So it expires in 12 minutes, so at 8 o'clock. So you're probably pretty close to being out of the woods there. Again, friends, don't forget to subscribe to the Hello Weather It's Kelly YouTube page, YouTube channel, so that you aren't missing any of these updates. I will do my best to keep you weather aware as severe weather moves through Ohio. Again, Delaware, you are still under, Western Delaware County, you are still under a severe thunderstorm warning until 8 o'clock. However, I'm expecting this to be extended. Maybe not into Western Delaware County, but I could see it being extended further out. Same thing for Eastern Franklin County. Just because the severe thunderstorm warning is technically in Western Franklin, be prepared on the eastern side of Franklin County. It's moving your way. And then my friends who are further east, Newark, Lancaster, they will be moving your way. Now, these storms are moving northeast. They're moving pretty predominantly northeast. So the further south you are, probably the less you'll see of some of the most severe weather. But again, weather sometimes has a mind of its own. Weather doesn't care about maps. It cares about conditions. So just stay weather aware. We're still looking at, yeah, we still got 40 minutes on the severe thunderstorm. What do we got here? Yep, we are still looking at a tornado warning. Seneca, Wyandotte, Crawford counties. This dangerous storm is, so Tiffin, it just moved through your area. Bloomville, it's probably knocking on your door right now. We're also looking at that severe thunderstorm warning. Norwalk, I would definitely be aware if you are up in that area for possible tornado warning. We are still looking at, let's see, do we have, all right, we're still looking at a severe thunderstorm warning in Columbiana, but we have that partnered right now with a tornado warning as well. So that remains in effect till 8:15 for northeastern Columbiana, and then we've got some counties in Pennsylvania as well. Again, it's radar indicated rotation, so if you're in those areas, make sure you are in your safe space. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning up in Portage, Geauga for just a bit. It's issued about 4 minutes ago, but it looks like it will expire in about 24 minutes. All right, you can see we have got lots of warnings here in Ohio today. Again, looks like the biggest biggest threat right now, friends, is going to be the wind. Again, we are still looking at that tornado warning up in northern Ohio. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning for Ottawa, Erie, Sandusky until 8:30. So Port Clinton, Kelly's Island, Put-in-Bay. Make sure you are getting to your safe space. There are no indications. All right, what do we got here? We have a new severe thunderstorm warning at 7:52. Severe thunderstorms were located along a line from Gibsonburg to Tiffin to Upper Sandusky. Expect considerable tree damage. Damage is likely to mobile homes, roofs. Also, too, friends, this is just a good time to remind you that if you are stuck in a storm and you are driving, actually, let me just chat about this, friends. We have a new tornado warning that was just issued. If you're in Ottawa County or in Lucas County, there is a new storm capable of producing a tornado from, it's a line extending from Oregon, the city, not the state, obviously, to Oak Harbor. It is radar indicated rotation, so that means it is picking up rotation in radar. If you are in Port Clinton, get into your safe space right now. Rocky Ridge, Williston, please take cover now. Again, I'm still watching this tornado warning up here. If you are in Norwalk, Florence, Willard, I would be paying close attention. Move further down here. We are just about to get into this weather here in central Ohio. We are still looking at that severe thunderstorm warning. It says it expires in 35 minutes. I would expect this to pretty soon be extended out east, further east in Franklin County. Hi, Miles. Are you watching still? I hope you are. Miles, if you don't know, friends, is a big part of this production. So shout out to my son, Miles. Where's the most severe weather right now? Ben Richards, that's a really solid question. And because I've taught you very well, you know the difference between a watch and a warning. So up here where these tornado warnings are, that's our most severe weather right now. Radar indicated tornado, meaning that rotation was indicated on radar. Doesn't mean that a tornado has been confirmed yet on the ground. But when you see a tornado warning, that means one of two things. Either one, radar has picked up rotation, meaning something in the radar, either a debris field or something that has picked up the rotation has prompted that tornado warning, or a trained spotter has said, hey, there's a tornado on the ground. I also want to remind you to not only rely on tornado sirens, okay? There is a very small window of time that tornado sirens are effective. In fact, when tornado sirens were originally created, it was meant to warn people who were outside. So people who were at ball fields or driving in their car or outside at events. So they were never meant to be a prime warning system for folks who are inside. So don't just wait to hear a tornado siren to take cover. And most of the time when those tornado sirens go off, you have about 8 to 13 minutes. That's your window of time to take cover. All right, friends, just as I predicted, we are seeing that severe thunderstorm warning get extended out further east. So Franklin County, Fairfield County, Delaware, Licking. So my friends out in Licking County, it is heading your way. Southeastern Union, Madison County until 9:15. So we're looking at a line extending from Waldo. Where's Waldo? To Mount Sterling, moving east at 30 miles per hour. So that's not moving quick, friends. So I would be prepared to see quite a bit of wind. So Columbus, friends who are at the Hozier concert down at the Cruise Stadium, you should be taking cover. No tornado warnings, but again, lightning. We're going to see wind. Newark, Dublin, Westerville. So my friends out in Westerville. Pickerington, Pataskala. I've got family in Pataskala. Shout out to my friends here in Worthington. All right, I'm going to take a look here. Looks like I got a special marine warning just due to the weather and specifically the winds that are hitting. Again, we still have that severe thunderstorm warning until 9 p.m. for places like Mansfield, so Richland County, Ashland County, Crawford County, Knox County, Morrow County. Again, no indication of rotation at this point. I'm gonna say hey to Miles again. What's up, Miles? Don't worry, buddy. I don't think we're gonna see any tornado warnings here in in Franklin County. I think we're just gonna see some severe weather. Miles, send me some pictures. What's it doing outside right now? I'm in the basement. I've just been informed by Ben Richards, my lovely husband, that the storm is hitting here now. I'm in the basement, a very safe basement. So I'm taking my own advice. Get in your safe space, friends. Normally I'd be outside, seeing what's going on. But I want to be here, keeping you all aware. Don't forget, friends, to subscribe to the Hello Weather It's Kelly YouTube channel. That way you're never missing any updates for weather when severe weather is rolling through Ohio. Specifically right now, we're going to look to expand our possibilities. But, you know, right now, me and Miles, we're just a two-man band. So ooh. Just got a good picture of what is happening in Worthington, Ohio right now. So my friends in Worthington, we are seeing some pretty ominous clouds making their way through. Not a surprise, as we knew that these storms were on their way. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning for Claremont, Brown, Fayette, Clinton, Highland counties until 8:45. Again, biggest concern here. So Washington Courthouse, Wilmington, Amelia, Williamsburg, Batavia. You are having those thunderstorms. Move your way. Cincinnati, you are in the clear for downtown. You are still under a severe thunderstorm watch until 10 p.m. this evening. I mean, we have a few thunderstorms that are popping up over here in Indiana, but they're not prompting any warnings right now, so I don't think we're going to see anything else really come of this. So if you are in the western part of the state, if you're in Lima, if you're in Bellefontaine, Springfield, you're just about to get out of it, Dayton, Piqua, you are in the clear. I am still watching, though, this tornado warning that is in we've got this right now. It's expiring in 12 minutes in Wyandotte, Seneca, Crawford counties. I am really curious to see if that is going to continue up into Huron and Erie counties, so up where Norwalk is. That is the trajectory of this storm. Again, we're still seeing some other storms pop up here, just north of Mansfield. Also, we don't have any more warnings associated up here, but you still have a little bit of a pop-up storm. Let's zoom in here. Just north of Aurora. Aurora, where Geauga Lake was. Good times. All right, friends, we are still looking at several severe thunderstorm warnings here through central Ohio. So down here, we've got severe thunderstorm warning, Claremont, Brown, Fayette, Clinton, Highland counties. You're still looking at about another 40 minutes of that. Take a look here. Let's see exactly how many tornado warnings we have. So we do have a couple tornado warnings here in Ohio, the ones we talked about already. They're going to be expiring here in about 10 minutes. But it does look like we're going to have some new warnings issued here in just a bit. Again, friends, don't forget to subscribe to the Hello Weather It's Kelly YouTube channel so you don't miss any of this ever. Do we have Ottawa, Lucas County? You are still under that tornado warning for about another 10 minutes. Again, I know I have a lot of friends here in central Ohio, so I am zooming in now. We do still have a severe thunderstorm warning for Franklin County, Fairfield County, Delaware, Licking, Southeastern Union until 9:15. If you are on the more western side of Franklin County, you are probably going to be seeing these storms lighten up here within the next 30 minutes or so. Miles is saying the internet went out, but it's back. My daughter also just texted me asking if we're going to be okay. We're going to be fine. It's all good. Reagan is asking me, Reagan, my daughter, if we're going to have tornadoes here in Central Ohio. I don't think so, babe. We are not going to have any tornadoes. At least not right now. Looks like, friends, we just had at 8:05, so just a few minutes ago, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning. So southwestern Fairfield, southeastern Fayette, Pickaway, North Ross County. Shout out to Ross County. That's where we adopted our dog Kobe. Until 9 o'clock. So again, Washington Courthouse, Circleville, Asheville, South Bloomfield. You are in the path again. We are seeing torrential rainfall with these storms, and it could lead to flash flooding. So friends, if you are out, this is just good life advice, okay? If you are out driving and you see water laying on the road, don't try and drive through that. Turn around. Don't drown, okay? Do not drive through standing water. You have no idea how deep that water is. It is not worth it. Do not risk your life. I know I have some friends down in northern Kentucky as well. You do have a severe thunderstorm warning. That's going to be expiring in about 7 minutes. So again, my friends in Covington, Florence, Erlanger, Alexandria. I would think that's going to extend a little bit further east. I do hear the rain happening now. Shout out to my friend Jason, who just sent me a video of some clouds moving across his area. Again, friends, if you're following along, make sure you don't forget to subscribe to the Hello Weather It's Kelly YouTube channel so you don't miss any of this information when we have storms rolling through Ohio. All right, let's just get a quick update. We are still looking at about 6 minutes left for this severe thunderstorm warning up in Seneca, Marion, Eastern Wyandotte, Western Morrow, and Crawford counties. Doesn't look to be too much behind that, so you should be in the clear shortly. Yep, we did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning. So yeah, that one is extending the one I talked about in Kentucky. So in northern Kentucky, it looks like they have extended that severe thunderstorm warning a little further east. So, and parts of Ohio as well. So Alexandria, Falmouth, Butler, Morgan, Dry Ridge. Just make sure you're getting inside. I hear that rain. All right, what do we got here? We have a tornado warning that's expiring in 5 minutes. But I am wondering if they are going to extend this further north. Again, if you are up in Sandusky and you are at Cedar Point, I hope you're not. I hope you're inside. I hope you're in a gift shop somewhere buying a sweatshirt, because you are going to be having some severe weather here in just a bit. So a lot of our tornado warnings, though, friends, looks like are going to be set to expire. They have not. Shout out to Kobe. He's upstairs barking right now. My dog. Scout, he's afraid of thunderstorms, so he's probably hiding somewhere, I would imagine. We are seeing some heavy rainfall. We do still have a severe thunderstorm warning under effect for western Franklin, Fayette, northwestern Pickaway, south central Delaware. Looks like at the Ohio State Airport, we had a 56-mile-per-hour wind gust that happened just before 8 p.m. But again, friends, I am not seeing anything here that would make me think we will see any tornado warnings in the Columbus area. All right, friends, they have just extended, so just a heads up to the rest of Ohio. They have just now extended the severe thunderstorm watch. That's going to be in effect until 3 a.m. for all of you. So, my family up in Trumbull County. I have family in Trumbull County. I have family in Medina and friends all up in Northeast Ohio in Cuyahoga County. So if you are in Portage, Trumbull, Mahoning, you are now under a severe thunderstorm watch, which again, a watch is not a warning. A watch is just letting you know that the conditions are in place for severe thunderstorms to happen, which that shouldn't be a surprise to anybody in the eastern part of Ohio right now because you've been watching all these storms coming from your west. So I would love to stay up until 3 a.m. to track all that for you, but I'm gonna need some sleep. So y'all are gonna have a way to get your weather alerts. NOAA weather radio, that's a great one. Make sure you have your phones charged also before you go to bed. So it's not a bad idea to go ahead and charge your phones because those winds hitting 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, that can very easily knock out your power. So, all right, friends, we are looking at a new severe thunderstorm warning until 9:15 for Franklin County. So that is covering still most of Franklin County. So you were looking at that until 9:15. At 8:12, looks like severe thunderstorms were located from Ashley down to Grove City. Again, moving at 30 miles per hour, friends, that's not fast. So this is going to be dumping quite a bit of rain. So we're looking at max wind gusts of about 60 miles per hour. Haven't heard too much about hail yet. But I'm not seeing any new tornado warnings. So a lot of those tornado warnings are set to expire at like right now. I'm not seeing any new ones being issued just yet. So again, friends, if you're just joining, we have a line of severe weather that is currently all the way up to Sandusky, and then it goes all the way down to south of Cincinnati and into northern Kentucky, and really beyond. If we scan out here, friends, you will see that we've got quite a bit of severe weather that is impacting the Ohio Valley and all the way down into Tennessee, actually. In fact, we have 419 active weather watches and warnings right now. Still 3 tornado warnings. Actually, they're just getting ready to expire here in Ohio. Yep, those have been set to expire. Everything else we're looking at is severe thunderstorm warnings. Let me get us zoomed back into Ohio. But we are following along a line of quite a few severe storms, pretty much going down the whole state right now. All right, friends, again, looks like we have no active tornado warnings in Ohio currently, which is good news. If you are west of this line of severe weather moving through Ohio right now, you're probably in the clear. We're still seeing some rain, so We don't want to take rain lightly because it can lead to flash flooding. But we do have a severe thunderstorm. Again, Bracken County in northern Kentucky, Pendleton, Grant, Campbell, Kenton County, all in northern Kentucky, as well as Claremont and Brown County. You are still under a severe thunderstorm warning as well. Again, these storms are just moving through. And you are maybe seeing some power flickering just a bit in your area. Again, those wind gusts are no joke right now, friends. We're still seeing that line of pretty intense severe weather down here just east of Cincinnati. So Hillsborough making its way into Waverly probably in the next hour. Georgetown. Portsmouth, you may catch a little bit of this as well. Again, for my friends who are in Northeast Ohio, I know you had a round of severe thunderstorms that went through earlier in the day. You are now under a severe thunderstorm watch until 3 a.m. Y'all are going to be on your own for that one, though. So make sure you have a way to get weather alerts. All right, friends, again, in central Ohio, we are not looking at any active tornado warnings right now, but I don't want you to let your guard down. These storms have been capable of producing tornado warnings, meaning that they have been known to create some rotation on radar. So don't let your guard down just yet on those tornado warnings. Again, if you are in eastern Ohio, my friends in Akron, my family in Canton, and it looks like we have a new severe thunderstorm warning that just was issued 1 minute ago for Cuyahoga County, Medina, Lorain until 9:30. So if you are in Cleveland, Lorain, Medina, shout out to my family in Medina. Lakewood, I've got my bestie in Lakewood. Make sure you are paying attention. Wadsworth, Westlake, Strongsville, so many of the suburbs of Cleveland. Make sure you have a way to get your weather alerts because you are under a severe thunderstorm warning until 9:30 p.m. But again, Akron, Canton, Worcester, Coshocton, my friends in Champion, Warren, Youngstown, it's coming your way. I don't anticipate this will strengthen, but you never know. Again, my friends in Marysville, you are out of the woods. You have no active severe weather warnings right now. We're still under a severe thunderstorm watch until 10 p.m. I would expect that that's probably going to be canceled. If you are in Western Ohio, because I do not think we're going to have any more threats of severe weather in Western Ohio. But again, you can see here, friends, we still have quite a line of severe weather that is moving through really all of the middle part of Ohio right now. The storm that I was watching earlier that prompted a severe or a tornado warning up in Tiffin, looks like that storm has weakened just a bit. We are still looking at a severe thunderstorm warning in the area, but the good news is the rotation that was picked up on radar earlier for that storm, it looks like it has diminished because it did not continue on with that tornado warning. But again, friends, Cleveland, Akron, Canton, New Philly, Coshocton, make sure you have, and it looks like, friends, we are seeing some really heavy rainfall out in the Columbus area and surrounding. So again, if you are in an area that is prone to flooding, please make sure you are paying close attention because flash flooding can happen. In fact, just recently there was some severe flooding in West Virginia, and 6 people lost their lives. So flooding is no It's not anything to not take seriously. You want to make sure you are taking flooding seriously. In fact, most severe thunderstorm deaths come from flash flooding. So not the lightning, not the hail, not the wind, it's the flooding, because people don't take it seriously. Or it happens so quickly that you can't evacuate. Okay, so I want to move us over here. So again, my friends in Canton, Kent, shout out to the Golden Flashes, my alma mater. Cleveland, Twinsburg, my family in Warren and Youngstown. Make sure you have a way to get weather alerts because it is heading your way. We are still looking at this severe weather making its way through. Actually, here, yeah, we are looking at quite a bit of heavy rainfall behind these severe thunderstorms. So do not let your guard down, my friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the Hello Weather It's Kelly YouTube channel so that you are staying aware of all of these weather warnings. Looks like we're about to get some additional warnings popping in here in just a bit. Just an extension of some of the severe thunderstorm warnings we have. I think they're going to be making their way a little further east. Looks like we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning that has just been issued again down in northern Kentucky, but it also does include Brown County in Ohio. So we're looking at severe thunderstorm warnings down there in southern Ohio. My friend Denise said she feels like she just lived a scene from Twister. So we'll have to see what happened. So actually, I have a friend who was at the Hozier concert right now saying that they were told that they had to take shelter immediately because of the weather. But real quick, friends, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning that has just been issued for Ashland, Wayne, Holmes, and eastern Knox counties until 9:30. So near Shelby, Belleville. So if you are in Worcester, Ashland, Orville, it is heading your way. So make sure you are staying weather aware. Oh, and friends, I spoke too soon. We have a new tornado warning. If you are in Huron County, Erie, Lorain County, there is a thunderstorm that is, again, I thought this might be the storm that could produce this based on what it was doing earlier. So this is a dangerous storm. If you are in, listen closely, Elyria, Vermilion, Amherst, Lorain, Grafton, Avon Lake, it's going to be heading your way within the next 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes. Strongsville. Again, this is a tornadic thunderstorm because there has been rotation indicated on radar. So just to the east of Norwalk, which is the storm that I was watching, thinking that it may continue to prompt that severe thunderstorm, or that tornado warning, excuse me. Again, my friends who are in the eastern part of the state, so I'm talking Canton, Akron, Cleveland, all the way over to Warren, Youngstown, make sure you are paying attention. You are under a severe thunderstorm watch, meaning the conditions are favorable for severe weather to happen, which shouldn't be a surprise because we've seen the storms already happening on the western side of the state. But it's harder to track these things in the middle of the night. So make sure you have a way to get weather alerts. If you are in the eastern part of the state right now, if you are watching from any part of the eastern state of Ohio, charge your phones. Plug them in right now. That way they are charged in case the power goes out overnight. You will still have a way to get weather alerts on your phone. Just good life advice there. The National Weather Service actually recommends that you have 2 ways of getting weather alerts. So whether that be a weather radio and a weather app, and there's tons of weather apps out there, friends. I'm currently using WeatherWise to track all the different warnings we have right now in the state, but there are plenty of apps that you can download to stay weather aware, because I won't be up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Although I do anticipate these storms are going to move through much quicker. So I don't think that watch will probably extend that late. We're still looking at those gusty winds. I'm going to zoom in. Looks like the absolute worst of what we're seeing in central Ohio right now in Franklin County is just south of the airport. So Bexley, Whitehall, going towards Reynoldsburg. You are seeing, and then it'll probably make its way to Pataskala, you are seeing the heaviest of the storm right now. You are under a severe thunderstorm warning for us here in Franklin County till 9:15. But it does look like parts of western Ohio, they have had their severe thunderstorm watch, as I anticipated, expire a little bit early. All right, friends, if you found this helpful, please make sure you subscribe to the Hello Weather It's Kelly YouTube channel. That way you're not missing any of this information. I want to remind you, if you are in Huron County, Erie County, Lorain County, you are under a tornado warning. A radar indicated tornado warning has been issued in your area. That is just a good reminder that these storms are capable of producing tornadoes, or at least producing rotation. What is this lovely little warning up here? Okay, we've got a special marine warning. So again, no surprise, over Lake Erie, seeing some of those impacts. Again, friends, if you are in Hilliard, Dublin, you're seeing quite a bit of rain right now. You're probably still picking up those wind gusts, but the worst of the weather is through your area. Worthington, pretty similar. But again, lots of rain, friends, are happening. Lots of rain is happening, I should say. We're still thinking about wind gusts, it looks like, for most of these storms that are in central Ohio, friends. Biggest issue is wind gust. So I am also, again, friends, if you're in Elyria, if you're in Lorain, if you're in Avon Lake, if you're in Westlake, that tornado warning is pretty close to you. So make sure you are having a way to get weather alerts. This storm down here as well, that I'm in West Salem, you have a severe thunderstorm warning right now, but let me zoom in here. Yeah, West Salem, you are going to be getting that pretty strong storm moving in your way. I don't see anything that's prompting it to issue a tornado warning. All right, friends. Hey, fun fact. The National Weather Service has extended that severe thunderstorm warning for Franklin County further east. So again, if you are in the western part of Franklin County, you are pretty much out of that severe thunderstorm warning now. Even my friends in Westerville, you're still technically in that warning, but you're pretty far out of that. But again, friends in Newark, Johnstown, it is absolutely heading your way. My friends in Grove City, Upper Arlington, Hilliard, Dublin, you are pretty much out of the woods right now for any of that severe weather. I do anticipate that our severe thunderstorm watch might be canceled a little bit early, just because we are not picking up any more severe weather happening to our east. Again, friends who are up there near Lorain, Strongsville, even further south into Medina, just make sure you're keeping a close eye on that thunderstorm up there that is prompting that tornado warning. All right, friends, I'm going to log off. If you have enjoyed this, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel so that you're not missing any of this weather content. As always, I'm Kelly. I'm going to keep you weather aware, and we'll see you in the next storm.